Hey everyone, it's Sean here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get Spyragos, a pet from the new Dragonflight expansion, an Easter egg or reference to Spyro the Dragon, and you want to find Visalia. Now, she is located north of the Obsidian Citadel, kind of on the very edge of the Waking Shore, somewhere that you wouldn't necessarily go. You'll find her in a visage form. Sometimes she'll take off, and you'll have to wait for her to land from her dragon form to become interactable. Once you select that "What are you doing here?" dialogue option, she will offer you a quest called A Dragon's Day Off. And the reward for that quest is Spyragos. Nice little purple whelp there. So, what you're going to be doing is collecting a load of different beverages for her all around the Waking Shores in quite hidden locations. So, first off, what we're going to do is get the worst one out the way to begin with. What you want to do is, in the Obsidian Citadel area, you want to be grinding elite mobs for some key fragments and some key framings to create a restored obsidian key. If you've done the Rathian and Sibelian weekly quests, you will know all about these. And instead of handing it into them, you want to head to these coordinates a little bit to the northeast, and you want to find this NPC which you can hand in that key to. This will give you a cache, and inside of this cache there is a chance at what's called a World Breaker contract. I have covered this in videos before because you need this in order to become a World Breaker, which will allow you to interact with an NPC that will give you one of the beverages you need. So it's not always a guaranteed drop from that cache, but when you do get one, we'll keep that to one side. You then want to head to these coordinates and you want to find Ingot here. Now, Ingot will offer a side quest chain which ends with the quest The Shadow of His Wings. You have to complete that as a prerequisite. Once you have that World Breaker contract and you've done that quest chain, we can enable that World Breaker contract. This will give you a 2-day debuff, which will give you a flashy new title as well. And that debuff and title will be lost if you die at any point. But luckily, all we're going to be doing is flying into this cave in front of us, and we're just going to be buying a drink off of Deal of Exis in here. This is part of, like I said, a different mount grind altogether with Magmotes. I have done a video on it. It's called Scrappy the World Snail. And this is the same steps. If you're just here to do this, then we're just going to forget all about that. So on the left of this cave here, here's the vendor, which you can now interact with. You can see the mount on his tab there. You want to buy the very first item he sells for about 5 gold, and that is the Flame Singer rum. That's the hard one done. So now we want to head just off to the edge of the Waking Shore. You'll find a little shipwreck here, and inside of this shipwreck will be the Pop Fizz Punch just sitting there. You can just click that and claim that. That's your second item done. See, now you've done the World Breaker stuff. The rest of it is quite easy. It's just going around and picking some stuff up. The next one, a little bit to the northeast again, you want to head to these corners where you will find this little tree house. Instead of walking up there, you want to just kind of take off and land on the very top of the tree house. And you want to interact with the Slam Bam Swill, the third drink that you need for your quest. And next up, we're going to be heading to the Obsidian Citadel. Again, you want to be heading to the bit above the dungeon, which is where the throne sits, and you will be finding Outfitter Tipek. This is a high mounted Tauren that will sell you the next one, the Stealthy Elven Port. Again, just a vendor item, very easy. After you buy that, we're going to be heading just south of the Obsidian Bulwark, not too far away at Rathian's original camp in the story, and you want to find First Mate Kelson and Cora Full Sails. They should be standing literally next to each other. The first thing you want to buy is this Coltiran Red at the bottom. I bought 5 because I wasn't sure, but you should only need to buy 1. And then from the NPC, literally standing right next to them, they do wander about a bit, but they do hang out pretty much together. This is First Mate Kelson. You want to buy the Happy Trigger Sour down there. So that's 2 items from this area. Then you want to be heading to the Ruby Life Pools down here near the edge of the zone, and you will find this cave. Now, inside this cave will be a Coltiran mob skeleton. You can kill that or stun it. I don't think you actually need to kill it. And then behind them is this massive keg, and inside of that keg will be the Riptide Brew. And then once you have that, you only need 1 more. Now, when we bought that Coltiran Red, it has an Unusability, which you need to use up here, a bit further up in the zone. When you get to here, you will find a Rampaging Wind. You need to throw your Coltiran Red at this NPC, and it will turn into Whirlwind Wine, and that will be the last item that you need. You don't have to do these in the order I've done in the video. This is just like the best route, I think, the most efficient one if you don't want to fly back and forth. Then once you've got all of them, you can hand all of these in and get your pet, along with a little bit of reputation for the Valdrakken Accord. And that's all for this video. And that's how you get your Spyragosa or Spyro pet. I named him Spyro, of course. That's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more guides, and I will see you next time.